The chat room that shouldn't exist. I had always been curious about the unknown corners of the internet, places people whispered about but rarely dared to visit. The deep web was one of them. One night, in a moment of reckless curiosity, I decided to explore. I wasn't looking for anything in particular, just the thrill of going somewhere I shouldn't. I downloaded the necessary software, masked my identity as best as I could, and began browsing. At first, it was just boring forums and bizarre conspiracy theories. But then I found it. A simple chat room. There was no name, no description, just a dark background with a single blinking cursor. Users were joining and leaving, but no one spoke. The chat history was completely empty. I hesitated for a moment, then typed, "Hello?" Almost instantly, a response appeared. The text appeared letter by letter, unnaturally slow, as if someone or something was deliberately making me wait. The cursor blinked erratically, sometimes vanishing for seconds at a time before reappearing in a different spot. Each time it reappeared, it was closer to the center of the screen, like something was subtly guiding it. My fingers twitched over the keyboard, a cold sweat forming on the back of my neck as an eerie sense of manipulation settled in. At one point, it stopped entirely, as if someone on the other end was watching me hesitate. Then, slowly, it began to type on its own. The message loaded slower than usual, as if someone was typing in real time, watching my reaction. "Why are you here?" A chill ran down my spine. The speed of the reply was unsettling. I typed again, trying to keep it casual. "Just looking around. This place seems quiet. You shouldn't be here." Another user joined. Their username was just a string of numbers and letters. Then another, and another. Within seconds, the once empty chat had over a dozen users, all with cryptic, nonsensical usernames. And then they started typing. "He's watching you. Don't turn around. Leave now." My hands hovered over the keyboard, frozen. This had to be some kind of prank. I glanced behind Menething. My room was exactly as it had been, but the sense of unease gnawed at me. I tried to exit the chat, but a new message popped up before I could close the window. "You can't leave." The screen flickered. My cursor moved on its own, opening a new window. A live video feed appeared. My breath caught in my throat. It was me. The webcam on my laptop had turned on, displaying my own stunned face staring back at me. I slammed my laptop shut. My heart was hammering in my chest. I ripped a piece of tape from my desk and covered the camera. "Breathe. Just breathe." After a few minutes, I cautiously reopened the laptop. The chat window was gone. My desktop was back to normal. No sign that anything had happened. Maybe it was just a glitch, I told myself. A stupid joke. Then my phone buzzed. The screen flickered before displaying the message, like an old television struggling to find a signal. For a brief moment, the screen showed a reflection that wasn't mine. A figure loomed just behind me, faceless and unmoving, its head slightly tilted. But when I turned around, my room was empty. The sender was still unknown. But it wasn't a normal vibration, it was a long, drawn-out pulse, almost like something was crawling through the device. A text message from an unknown number. "We saw you." I dropped my phone. My stomach churned. How did they get my number? A notification popped up on my laptop. A file had been downloaded onto my computer. Unknown. EXE. My mouse started moving on its own, hovering over the file like something unseen was urging me to open it. My speakers emitted a faint static sound, almost resembling breathing. Then, beneath the static, I heard it whispering, my name, over and over. But the cadence was wrong, uneven like multiple voices speaking at once. Some stretched too slow, others too fast, creating a discordant, inhuman echo. It wasn't just whispering, it was mimicking, but the voice wasn't distant. It was close, too close. Like someone was crouched right beside me, their breath skimming against my ear. But before I could even process what was happening, my screen flashed just for a moment. A frame, a single image, a dark, distorted figure standing behind my chair. I didn't open it. I wasn't that stupid. Instead, I yanked the power cord from the wall, shutting everything down. No more. I was done. I barely slept that night. Every noise, every shadow in my room felt unnatural, like I was being watched. The next morning, I turned on my laptop. Everything seemed fine. No trace of the chat room, no unknown file. Then, I checked my email. A single message. No subject, no sender. I clicked on it, my hands trembling. Inside was a single image. The moment I clicked it open, my screen flickered, and the power cut out for just a second. My room felt colder, the air heavier. The image finally loaded. Grainy, shadowy figure standing inches from my bed, its head tilted unnaturally. But its eyes weren't looking at meth, they were looking at something behind me. And then, my screen flickered again. The image updated. Now, the figure wasn't in the picture anymore. My stomach dropped. I wasn't sure if it was a glitch or if it had simply moved. The moment I clicked it open, my screen flickered, and the power cut out for just a second. My room felt colder, the air heavier. And then the image loaded. A screenshot from my webcam. My hand hovered over the mouse, unwilling to click. But something inside me, a compulsion I couldn't explain, forced me to. The image took a moment to load, each pixel crawling onto the screen like something was resisting its reveal. As it sharpened, my breath caught in my throat. My face was there, illuminated by the dim glow of my laptop screen. But something was wrong. There was a second figure, barely visible in the corner, watching me with hollow, black eyes. A screenshot from my webcam of me, sleeping,